Hey guys, David Franklin here with Cartersville UNCUT, coming to you from my house. We never had to do this before, but it's the virus, COVID-19, and so I'm quarantined here at my house. So what we want to do in this program is just kind of go around Bartow County and drop in on some people to see how this virus has impacted them, how it's impacted our county, because it's affected everybody. I mean, guys, there's not a one of us that is not impacted. So let's go visit some people just from Adairsville to Cartersville, kind of all over, and let's talk to them about how this has impacted them. Hey, up first, guys, is Judge Bryson. And Brandon, just tell us your story, because this virus has impacted your family in a significant way. So talk to us about what's going on with y'all.
Hello everybody, I'm Bryson, Bartow County's Chief Magistrate Judge. I hope everybody's doing well, staying home, staying safe, and staying healthy during this crazy, uncertain time we're in. I just wanted to reach out to y'all and tell you a little bit about what's going on and how this coronavirus has affected our community and me personally and my family. I know there's a lot of people out there hurting right now who have loved ones who are sick, maybe in the hospital, or maybe you're home and on quarantine. But my father was affected by this, and it was really unexpected. He had been fighting a cold, and he was exposed to someone who was carrying the coronavirus. And for the last 2 weeks, he has been on life support. What started out as shortness of breath, and he went to the doctor to talk about it. The doctor sent him to the emergency room because his oxygen levels were bad. What we thought was just going to be an overnight visit and some rest turned out to be something more major. He tested positive for COVID-19. There were several others in the community tested that day, and they were the first initial cases in Bartow County. And since then, we've seen the numbers rise. I think a lot of that has to do with many of the tests from the initial contacts finally coming back. We're starting to see those results. So hopefully we'll start to see those starting to flatten out and some of those numbers of positive tests start to slow down. Many people have asked about my father, and it's really been a tough, trying time for my family. Probably one of the worst times of my life, to be honest. With him being my best friend and me being so close to my parents, it's been really tough not knowing what the day-to-day is and if he's going to make it. He's a fairly young guy, 56, healthy, strong, and I would have expected it would be him. You always hear it's the elderly or those who have severe medical problems, but what we're learning is this virus isn't discriminating, and so what we thought was going to be an overnight stay in the hospital turned out the next morning I received a phone call from him saying that they were going to put him under and on life support so he could heal, and we thought it was going to be a couple of days. It turned out being much worse than we thought. It's now been 2 weeks he's on life support. They transferred him after 1 week from Cartersville Medical Center down to a hospital in Atlanta so he could get additional life support, the type that's only given ECMO treatments, and it's not given at every hospital. So he and some others who had probably the most severe cases had been transferred. So after a couple weeks, we are starting to hear some positive results. Thank goodness. We're hopeful, and we're thankful for the progress that he's made. It's really been a trying time because we're on quarantine, having been around him, even just minimal contact. We took all the precautions and have been home the last couple of weeks, as have other family members of ours, which makes it very difficult because people who are in these situations can't see their family members who are up there struggling day to day in the hospital. The hospital has taken all the precautions to keep this from spreading further, and that we appreciate. But it is tough not being able to see my father. He is sedated. He's on a couple forms of life support, but we do have a praise report that the last few days they've been able to scale back on that life support. And the nurse actually mentioned for the first time a day ago that she made the comment, when he recovers and comes home, not if. They hadn't even broached that subject with us. But it's going to be a long road, but we're going to make it. We have our faith in Jesus. We have our community. We have our family. We have our friends that helps make us through. And I would like to say thank you to the community. We've had an outpouring of phone calls, social media messages. I've gotten letters. People have dropped stuff by my office saying they're thinking of us. They're praying for us. They're praying for my dad. And if anybody knows my dad, he likes to have a good time. He likes a good laugh, but you won't find a more humble soul. You won't find anybody more hardworking than him. And he'd do anything for anybody. He's going to be overwhelmed once he wakes up and finds out all the people that's called and checked on him. So we appreciate it. I appreciate our local leaders, not only from the steps they've taken to prevent the spread of this virus, because they began meeting with us other elected officials weeks before the first case came out. So there were already plans and preparations in place, and we were developing those. And I think that helps. Cartersville Medical Center was just wonderful to me, wonderful to my family. I can't thank those doctors and nurses enough who even stood there and held my dad's hand when we could not be there. That's going above and beyond. Not only are they providing the medical support, but they're providing the love and the emotional support that a family would normally give. And I just want to thank each one of them. And back to our local leaders, all of those have reached out to our families. We've had churches that we don't even attend, people we don't even know, call us and just say, hey, we're thinking about you, we're praying for you. And I know there's many of you probably in this position, and we're praying for you too. And we're here to support you any way we can. I know that we're a strong community. We're a very special, tight-knit community. Despite all the hoopla and division you see in the national news, be encouraged by the fact that we live in a community and we live in a country. When it comes down to it, people are really going to watch out for each other. We really have each other's backs. I'm telling you, we've had food show up on our doorsteps, a GoFundMe that was started for my parents who are out of work, and the list goes on and on. The doctors in Atlanta, where my dad's at now, have been wonderful. We have a good friend we've made, Nurse Myra, who allows us to call, and even though he can't respond and is under sedation, she will put us on speakerphone so we can speak positive things, tell him that we love him, and that we can't wait for him to get home. I've been giving him the update on all the dogwood blooms and stuff. He's a big fisherman, so I'm telling him he's missing out on some good fishing and trying to encourage him to get up and get out of there. But you're not alone. There's many sick and afraid and uncertain, and we're here for you. We're going to pull together. We've got each other's backs through this, and I think some positive things are going to come out of this. One, I think we're going to learn to slow down, not take our days for granted, not take our friends and family for granted. We get too caught up in the rat race, myself included. We're going to spend more time with those we love. I think you're going to see the churches, which are individuals and at times can work alone as silos. I think you're going to see some walls broken down, not only with churches, but with nonprofits, friends and neighbors, and people just really coming together and doing what we should do, is take care of one another. And we're going to come out stronger. We're going to come out more united. You may not believe as I do. We all have different faiths and different beliefs. But there's a verse that comes to mind. It's in Romans 5:3-5. And this is my paraphrase. It's the Bryson unauthorized version, if you will. But it says, we'll rejoice in our suffering because suffering produces perseverance. And perseverance produces character. And character produces hope. And hope is something we can stand on there. So, and just like any trial or any tough time that we've come through as a country, as a community, it's always going to make us stronger. So be encouraged by that. We're thinking of you. We're praying for you. And God bless you guys.
Thank you, Brandon. Listen, folks, be praying for Brandon's dad, Derek, and all the people that have been impacted by this, because we've got to rally together and be the prayer support and really encourage these folks that are going through such a difficult time. So thank you for caring, Bartow County.
Hey, Cartersville Uncut. Hey, it's Tim here at Treasure Chest Outlet. Hey, it's a new year, new things, new excitement here at Treasure Chest Outlet. Come on by and take a look around. You just got things that you just never know what you're gonna find here at Treasure Chest Outlet. We're located at 927 North Tennessee Street. If you need a sofa set, if you need mattresses, if you need dining, need home decor, we've got it. Come on by and see us, check us out. Treasure Chest Outlet. You just never know what you're gonna find.
SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you find a huge selection of high-end mattresses without paying high-end prices? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you save 50 to 80% off retail every day? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. We offer the lowest prices on the best name brand mattresses. SOS Mattress and Clearance Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, 1 block south of Home Depot.
I'm Glenda Mitchell with Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. If you've been involved in an accident, give me a call. Let me help you. I give every client my personal cell phone number so you can call or text me anytime.
Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. We come to you.
Hi, I'm Joshua Goodman with Elite Stone Supply. We sell everything from hardscaping, landscaping, stone, Husqvarna equipment, and premier portable buildings. We can make them from 6x10 all the way up to 16x40. We make garden sheds, garages, cabins, barns, anything you can think of, we can make it happen. Do you need to store Christmas stuff? Do you need to store a lawnmower? We can take care of that. Do you need to get away? Do you need a pool house by your pool? We can make it happen. Come check us out at Elite Stone Supply.
Hello Cartersville, this is Kelly Jones and I'm here at Kennesaw Transportation. I just want to say that if you are looking to make a job change, we are here for you. We'd love to have you. We keep nice late model equipment, as you can see behind me. We are a family-owned company about to celebrate our 40th year anniversary. We have a sign-on bonus, benefits, 401k. I could just go on and on. So call me. The number is below, 1-888-BLUE-TRUCK. I would love to have you join our family. I hope you have a great, great year.
Hey guys, we couldn't do anything about COVID-19 without going to one of our school superintendents. We're going to go up to Philip Page, Dr. Page, Superintendent for Bartow County Schools. What an impact this has had on education. So Dr. Page, talk to us about what y'all been doing to help these kids keep moving forward and learning, because we've never been in a time like this.
Hello everyone, this is Philip Page, Superintendent for the Bartow County School System, and I just want to take a moment to thank everyone in our community, in our county, and those counties surrounding us for your support during this time like we've never seen before during the COVID-19 virus. As you know, our particular community has been hit hard, and so first of all, I just want to send well wishes to all those in our community who are being impacted by this virus, whether personally or someone in your family. I think we all know at least a few people who have had their lives altered due to this virus, and want to just continue to ask everyone to think about those individuals, to pray for those individuals and their families in our community. From a school standpoint, I could not be happier with the way that our teachers, our parents, and our community has come around what we are now doing as digital learning for our students. Very excited that Mark Fearbart, the Cartersville superintendent, he and I are talking every day, and to see how our two school systems have come together very similarly to focus on our students, to focus on their learning. Our teachers have really rallied with an idea of what is essential, what is it we have to make sure that our students know and understand as we move forward in these unprecedented times. I also want to thank our parents who are at home. I've heard from many of you who are now working with your students, trying to be the teacher in the home, facilitating and working with our teachers who are doing this work digitally. And I want to thank you. I know our teachers are very excited that you are helping and on board in this process. The results that we've seen just in the first week is exciting. We know that there's some good learning that's taking place, and regardless of when we come back, we know that we've got a good plan going forward, and we're going to continue to get better and better at that each day, each week. Also, those behind the scenes providing the customer service in both of our school system, those are those that are coming in, answering the phones, providing the technology support as our students have their laptops at home. Thank you to all of those that are behind the scenes supporting this digital learning process that we're doing in both the city system and in the county school system.
Dr. Page, I know that a number of students depend on our schools for meals and things like that. I've heard some stuff that y'all been doing, but talk to us about what y'all been doing, because I'm hearing incredible things about our school systems helping make sure that no kid goes hungry.
During these times, we know that our students are needing food, and that a lot of our families are wanting that support that we provide each day for meals and then through the weekends with our backpack buddies. Well, I'm excited to say that in the Bartow County school system, we're able to get our food and nutrition service collaborating with transportation, and we are so excited that we've been able to provide meal service to our students at 4 elementary sites, and also through our buses running their routes and stopping at certain locations to deliver meals. As of today, we have made over 45,000 meals for our students, and so excited that we're able to provide this. A huge shout out to our food service, those showing up every morning to prepare these meals and then to prep for the next day, and to our bus drivers, transportation department for getting on that bus, running those routes. Beyond just the meal service we're providing, I know a student seeing our bus driver's face come off that bus, someone that they know cares for them, seeing them each day makes a huge difference during this time. So again, thank you for all that you're doing, and again, thanks for the support our community's given us during this time.
Dr. Page, just one last question. What are y'all doing at the school system to make sure, just for parents and for teachers and for kids, that the buildings are clean, ready, all that kind of stuff while everybody's away?
Well, for our families out there, our students, our staff, I want to let everyone know that we are cleaning all of our buildings right now. We are sanitizing them. I want to thank our custodians at each of our school locations. They've come in during this time. They are going through each classroom, each part of the building, making sure that it's sterilized, and making sure that when our students and staff do return, that our buildings are ready and we can get started back in the traditional learning style in our classrooms. So thank you to our custodians, and just want everyone to know that we will be ready when our students and staff come back for you.
Thank you, Dr. Page. Listen, for you and Dr. Mark Feuerbach at Cartersville City, y'all guys are great to work with. Thank you for caring about students, about kids, about parents. Y'all are doing a great job, and listen, you just know this community supports you. So thank you.
Hey, this is Joe Wilson, co-owner of Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, Cartersville's locally owned funeral home, serving all of Bartow County since 1977. The biggest difference of our funeral home here in Bartow County, Cartersville, is that we are a locally owned funeral home. We make all our decisions right here in the funeral home. When people walk in the door, they're going to meet the owner and know that we're making decisions on what's best for the families that have placed their trust and confidence in us and the needs of our community. One thing we always say to families that place their trust in us is ask a family we have served. We want people to know that when they come here for probably one of the most difficult experiences in their life, that they can feel comfortable with us. On behalf of myself and all the staff here at Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, we want you to know it would be our honor to serve your family during your time of need. Please call us at 770-382-0034.
Hello, Cartersville. If you haven't been by lately, come on by and check us out. We've totally revamped the store. We've added a lot more large capacity washers for your big loads. We have 40 pounders, 60 pounders, and 80 pounders for those huge loads. If you've got large bedding, come on by and see us. We've got the machine you need from a single person all the way up to a multi-family. If you're tired of doing laundry yourself, We offer a wash, dry, and fold service where you can drop it off. A few hours later, come back, it's ready to wear. We're located at 406 North Tennessee Street. It's All American Coin Laundry. Come by and see us for all your laundry needs.
Hi, welcome to Spencer Family Medicine. We're located on Henderson Drive in Weston Commons Shopping Center.
Unlike most medical clinics, we do labs right here in the office, including x-rays, saving you the hassle of scheduling yet another appointment across town.
Here at Spencer Family Medicine, we accept almost all insurance plans.
And we can almost always fit you in for same-day appointments.
We serve patients young to old.
From urgent care issues like broken bones to long-term issues like weight management and hormone therapy.
Not only that, but Dr. Spencer and staff are trained in aesthetic work.
So come to see us at Spencer Family Medicine. We would love for you to be a part of our family.
I'm Dr. Spencer, and I approve this message.
Okay, guys. Ready?
Ready, go.
This is Cartersville Cell Phone Repair. We appreciate the community and enjoy serving you. Stop in for great deals for cases for all model phones. We have gently used tablets, phones, computers, car mounts, pop sockets, and Bluetooths. Not only are we the most committed phone shop in Cartersville, but we pride ourselves on quality repairs and sales. Stop in today. Come meet our team. Thanks, Cartersville.
Hey guys, David Franklin here with Cartersville UNCUT. About to go to one of my good friends, Wesley Morris. Wesley, you're at your house with 4 kids, and y'all, he's got 3 boys and 2 of them are redheaded. They've got more energy than you've ever seen in your life. Wesley, what's it like being a parent at home with your crew, man? Talk to us.
Hi guys, my name's Wesley Morris, and I just want to share a little bit about being a dad in these crazy times. I'm a Cartersville native. Grew up in Bartow County, and I've got 4 kiddos. My daughter's 14, and my boys are 12, 9, and 4. And so I don't know about you, but somebody asked me, so how things going, Wes? Is everything okay? And I was like, well, if the refrigerator being empty, and my house being chaotic, and my kids not minding and running all over the place, and my wife having to be a elementary school teacher, a middle school teacher, and a preschool teacher, and a high school teacher is okay, then we're doing really fine. But I want to challenge you. After the first week, I think we started to find a groove that we can actually do in. And so, dads, I just want to encourage you, man. What I feel like I'm learning during this time of uncertainty is, man, I really had to put my faith into Jesus. But other than that, I'm learning about myself. My kids are starting to refine me. My parenting model for most of my life has been fear and control, especially with my boys. They don't mind, and so there's a little fear and it's control. But what I'm learning is that's produced some unhealthy expectations for them. And I've had to back up from that and my kids and my wife's whole schedule's been flipped upside down. And so what I've realized is when I walk into the house, man, I control the environment. If I'm angry or frustrated, they're going to be angry and frustrated. And so I've really tried to walk in peace and really just trying to let up on the reins and just let it go, man. I wish I could tell you we were praying every night as a family. But to be honest with you, sometimes my kids won't sit still for 2 minutes. My 4-year-old is all over the place. But here's what I'm doing. Along the way, I'm trying to find these divine moments or these special times when I can just pour into my 12-year-old, shoot basketball with him, or maybe play games with my son Silas. And so I encourage you guys, man, pour into your wives. My wife has took the brunt of this homeschool, and man, she gets in the bed at night, she's wore out, tired, and I'm tired, but she wants to talk to me because she's been around kids. And so my heart is that you would give your wife some time, maybe wash some dishes, help her cook. But I challenge you guys, man, just worry is probably the worst thing you can do. It's hard not to worry. So I challenge you, put the worry aside and just love on your kids, love on your wife, and let this be a time that grows and refines you. But we're going to be okay. So I just challenge you in that. God bless you.
Hey guys, David Franklin here with Cartersville UNCUT. Headed to Adairsville to talk to Eric Sorrell. And Eric, you're a pastor up there. Eric, this thing has impacted pastors and everybody tremendously. But what's going on with you, and what are you missing with all of this stuff that's happening?
Like most other people, I'm missing being around other people. As a pastor, one of my roles is helping people view this situation through the eyes of faith and through the eyes of Scripture. And so I believe that this is a time when we're to be refined, when we're to actually be reset. I think this is a time that's going to expose our weaknesses and our faults, not just politically or economically or medically, but also spiritually. I believe it's a time that's to expose our weaknesses, but in the end, we'll come out much stronger. You know, it's been said that you don't appreciate something until it's gone. And I believe a lot of us, we're missing what we had in church and in community and in fellowship. So like a lot of congregations, we're offering online services and drive-in church. But one thing that we have to remember is that that's at best a cheap appetizer. It's not meant to satisfy. It's not meant to fulfill. It's certainly not meant to sustain us. You can't really last. So one of the things that I think this situation is meant to teach us is that we're supposed to mourn and long over what we had. That it's okay to grieve over not being able to get together in our local assemblies. And so I believe our longing and our mourning can actually be a good thing. Our online worship, it's never meant to satisfy our thirst and to quench all of our desires. So we have to remember that there's really no replacement for an Acts 2 type of community of faith. There's some things that we can't do online. There's no replacement for a hug or a handshake. There's no replacement for the Lord's Supper or public baptism or deacon ordination and the laying on of hands, or to being able to hear other voices lifted up in songs. And so these are the things that I miss, and these are the things that many of you miss, and we're to mourn and to grieve over some of those things. I believe this situation is meant to make us pray, Father, forgive us for not going to church when we could have. Father, forgive us for not inviting other people over when we should have. And so the online ministries, they're beneficial, but may we remember that they are at best a cheap appetizer. And so when that full meal resumes and we're finally all able to gather again, may we go and may we celebrate and may we make the most of it, and may we really say, God, thank you for what we've taken for granted, that called out people assembling together. And so now the church has a message to share. Now's the time to proclaim hope. Now's the time to remember that we don't need more fear and less faith, but we need more faith and less fear. We actually need more prayer and worship, not less. We need more Bible reading. We need to remember that sin is much more deadly and much more serious. We need to remember that we need to fear God more than any disease. We need to remember that as a church, we need to worry more about clean hearts than clean hands. And so this is a time that can teach us. This is a time that can sanctify us. We need to remember that God is sovereign, that He's still on the throne, that He still loves us and cares about us, and that He can change anything at any time. He can do anything that He wants to do on any given day. You know, now's the time to remember that the Bible promises in Revelation that one day there'll be no more sickness and death and mourning and pain. And so now's the time to share that message of hope, that Jesus is hope. So may you find hope in Jesus Christ. May you find peace. May you long for that sense of community. And may we all appreciate church. And my prayer for you and my blessing for you is from 3 John, the 2nd verse. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you and that you may be in good health as it goes well with your soul. God bless you.
Hey guys, listen, just David Franklin. Thanks for watching this show. Thanks for caring about our community. Listen, here's just one last thing. We've encouraged every single person to take 1,900 hours. Now, COVID-19, 1,900 hours military times is 7 o'clock. We're asking every family to gather around and you're at your house, gather around at 1,900 hours, 7 p.m. and pray for this virus and for all the people that have been impacted, not just here, but across our state and across the nation, across the world, because this is real stuff and it's serious stuff. But listen, we're going to do another show like this, get some more people and trying to do things to encourage you, because we've never been this way before. But I'm telling you, it's time to say, hey, if we come together and look to each other and look to God, something good will happen.